Here's a quick overview of strategies used in Reveal Math, Grade 2, Unit 6, Lesson 6, which focuses on decomposing by place value to subtract. Disclaimer, I don't work for Reveal Math and I don't work for any one school district. I'm a math content coach, education consultant, and tutor, and I have a daughter in 2nd grade using Reveal Math. These videos are intended to help parents and caregivers help their children, so we'll focus on the strategies being taught and never solve the actual problems given in the homework, because those are for your children to do. This is a problem in the Lesson 6 homework. How can you decompose by place value to find the difference? Show the subtraction on the number line. I'm just going to put this up here, and I made up a similar problem. 45 minus 27 equals something. So last week we decomposed in a different way to make tens. This week we are decomposing by place value. So we're going to take that second number again, and we're going to decompose it into its tens and its ones. And then we're going to use those to subtract. So 45 minus 20 equals 25. And then we're left with 25 minus that additional piece, 7. And we know that's 18. This is actually the tricky part for the students to figure out because it crosses over a 10. It crosses the 20. So they suggest using a number line to subtract. So we're going to start at 45. And because we've broken up the 27 by place value, we know we need to take away 20. So this is called an open number line, meaning it's really flexible. You can kind of show your jumps. You can put numbers wherever you want, and then you can show your jumps however you want. So if we're jumping by place value, because that's kind of the easiest way to do this, I'm going to jump 10 first, and that gets me to 35. And then I'm going to jump another 10, which gets me to 25. So I've now jumped 20 back. Now I need to figure out how to jump back by 7. There are a number of different ways to do this, but we might want to just count by ones if we're not sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's pretend I made my number line longer here. Each of these is minus 1, and if I counted each of those dashes on my number line that we're pretending is longer to the left here, I would get to 18. So 18 is my difference. I wanted to make a little connection here for you guys because I just can't help myself. This is not what the lesson's asking or showing them, but remember when we got to here, this is copied over from the last slide, 25 minus 7, and that's actually the kind of tricky piece to do. So one of the lessons earlier in the unit asked the students to break up the second number, or the subtrahend, to make a 10 with the first number. So here, since we have 25, I know that if I take away 5, I'm going to get down to 20. And then what's left in my 7, because what I'm doing here is decomposing the 7, is 2. So that problem actually is a little bit easier to solve than 25 minus 7. I've got 25 minus 5, gets me to 20, and then 20 minus the 2 more that are left gets me to 18. The point of me showing you this is to emphasize that we can decompose numbers or break down numbers like this 27. We could even break down the 45 in different ways, and what students are learning is that each of these different ways has a benefit, that they're all useful at different times. So we want the students to be flexible in thinking about how they break down these numbers so that they can use whichever strategy is most convenient for the given problem. If I really wanted to, I could actually break down that 27 into something totally different, like let's say 12 and 15. But remembering that we are subtracting the 27 from 45, this way of decomposing it doesn't really make things any easier. Like, it actually makes the problem harder for myself. So that's why we're learning these different strategies for decomposing, because different ones will be easier given different numbers. Thank you for watching. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment with any other content you'd like explained. And if you're interested in reading my thoughts on math education, check out my Substack at Make Math Make Sense, which is on the Substack app or platform.